I am going to stumble my way through this video and then post it before I have the chance to talk myself out of it because it's important to me. And I am tired of ideas kind of ricocheting around in my head and then fading away before I do anything with them, and then they leave me with the same problems I started with. So I'm just going to have to stumble through the imperfections of this video and get it out there. So here we go. So my problem is that I don't like how my brain is functioning right now. I feel that my cognition is damaged. It's not functioning well. And I think that if my cognition stays at its current functionality or declines, number one, old age is not going to be pretty for me. And number two, my quality of life is going to continue to suffer as it already has. And I'm at sort of a breaking point with that, which is the main reason why I'm making this video, is something has to change. Now, what do I mean by feeling brain damaged or like my cognition is not functioning well? So here are three of the main problems. One, I have trouble going deeper into a single thought or problem or feeling to get to the root of it and draw a conclusion. I cut the process off, usually by distracting myself with my phone, turning to my phone, not allowing myself to sit in discomfort in my thoughts and feelings. And it has severely stunted my development in life because I don't investigate the problems, the feelings, the thoughts that I'm facing that are in my head, and so I stay stuck on the same ones for long periods of time. And we could take this video in one direction and go into the many people in power who benefit from myself and others like me who stay stuck like this, but for today let's crack on. Let me stick with myself, because I'm trying to fix a problem starting with myself, and then eventually it'll radiate outward into the world. And we'll address that another day. So number two, next cognition issue, I have memory problems. My memory feels foggy. New memories don't seem to stick well. And photos and videos very much jog my memory because subconsciously I feel that I've decided to share my memory heavily with my phone. It's like my brain has designated it as an external hard drive, and that scares me. Our phones are tools, sure, but that is too powerful of a tool, and it's messing with me too much. It's interfering too much in my brain. My notes just got messed up, hence stumbling through this video, but I'm going to continue. Here we go. The memory problems also extend to articles or books that I'll read with facts. So I feel like it keeps me in a perpetual state of ignorance on many topics. Again, powerful people benefit from this, but I'll come back to that another day. Third, just to round it out with three, even though I think the top two are the most important, not being able to think well and my memory being affected. Let's put a third one because three is a nice number. I have poor spatial mapping. I've lived in Los Angeles for over 12 years, which is almost longer than I've lived anywhere in my life. But in my head, it doesn't feel like it. Lately, I've been surprised by errors or assumptions in the map in my head, and I can barely remember the names of streets in my neighborhood, which is frustrating. And concerning. And I know that 10, 15 years ago, my brain was much sharper, and these problems do not feel normal to me for being 34 years old. I have sharp memories from my teen and early 20s years that moved into long-term memory that are vivid. They were recorded well in my brain, but I don't feel like I'm now recording memories with that quality anymore, and that deeply scares me. I am a mom to an amazing toddler, and I want my memories with her to be vivid, not vague. I had a moment with her like a month or two ago where I was trying to commit a certain moment to memory and really hold on to the details of that moment, and it was not easy. So one of the worst ways that I've harmed my brain, I think, is from jumping from video to video to article to post to whatever very quickly, and spending hours leaping around the very surface level and vapid online spaces that I frequent. Scrolling and leaping around, chasing that dopamine, and avoiding my own feelings and thoughts is active self-harm to my brain. Recently, after a long scrolling session, I closed my eyes to sleep and I felt fried. I felt like I'd been burning loose synapses like firecrackers in there. There's obviously been discourse in recent years on the way that vast swaths of people have experienced this and continue to experience this, like me. And it continues worsening around the world, and there's research being done. But I am making this video to listen to the intuitive thoughts that I have on how to start healing my brain before it's too late. And I hope that you'll join me as I document the process. I have a list of ideas and things I'm already implementing in my life, which seem to be helping. I had to pause because my daughter woke up from a nap, but let's see if I can finish it. So what's my plan? How do I start? So I know for myself I need to keep it simple. I have different ideas, which I'm going to get into as we continue this series, but let's just talk today about how to start feeling my feelings. To allow myself to feel, I have to work on awareness and preventing distraction. This video is a form of awareness, and I am preventing distraction by forcing myself to post it. Journaling about my feelings is a form of awareness. Yoga and meditation are forms of awareness. These are ways to check in, to say what's going on in my body and my mind. Mindfulness is typically the term. And naming what I'm feeling shows that I understand that I'm experiencing it and I'm not just shoving it away and going on my phone. Having a real conversation with my spouse about how we feel, that's a form of awareness as well. And these are, I'm feeling my feelings. I'm also processing thoughts and feelings by doing all these actions and using those methods as a means to get there. Now, some of the other things that I know I want to do, just as an overview, here you go, press these buttons. Just as an overview, here's some of the things that you'll find in this project. Long-form comprehension, so letting my brain absorb stories and facts in a long-form manner. So reading full books, listening to or watching long videos that are on one topic, so that my brain can settle and dig into that one thing and not let myself jump around and jump to another one. Another one is language learning. I'm hopefully going to make a lot of videos on this because I'm trying to finally reach fluency in Spanish, coming from an intermediate level. And so I've been working a lot at language learning. So we just talked about mindfulness and processing thoughts and feelings. And then making music is the last thing that I've really thought a lot about, because that is another form of experiencing, feeling my feelings and processing. That's a big way that I process. And it's another way to get my brain, different areas of my brain working. We know that music, like language learning, makes a lot of different areas of your brain light up. So I think it'll be an important part of healing. The number one thing to stop is obviously scrolling. So while I embark on this project, my biggest problem right now is short videos. So I have to go cold turkey on viewing YouTube shorts, Instagram reels. Those are my biggest problems. I'm not really on TikTok right now, but if I was, then that would be on there too. And then the number two thing that I need to stop is avoidant behavior. Basically going into the discomfort, which all of the things that I'm going to implement in this project are ways of eliminating or lessening avoidant behavior. So when I do practice those things to feel my feelings, journaling, yoga, meditation, conversations, posting this video, which I can already tell is kind of going to be hard because I feel that there's a lot of issues with this video, but I'm going to do it anyway. This is just the first video, and I need to keep it simple and post it. Becoming more aware and getting rid of distractions will hopefully lead to feeling my feelings. This is, just the kicking off of the project, and I will come back soon with either an update or a video of doing one of those practices to maybe hold myself accountable, or just to make sure I show up and do it. So I hope that you'll come along with me on this journey. Thank you for watching so far. Like and subscribe, and stay tuned.